Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for the support. Phil Strader from Sig Sauer released a statement yesterday, and it was regarding the P365. Some good news, and then a theory in that statement. So I'm going to talk about both today in this video concerning operator-induced malfunctions. The good news is the Sig is shipping again, and that's really good news as long as it works. They did something with the spring, they tweaked it, and then some clearance. From what I understand, they made some relief cuts on the barrel, which was causing peening inside. And I understand that was a point of concern for people, like, oh, my gun should look that way new. Really though, after reading some things, looking at the guns and breaking mine down, you know, like Bruce Gray had said, it's only going to get to a certain degree and then it's not going to get any worse. There's no way your barrel is going to fly through the slide. So if you know anything about metallurgy, you know, manufacturing, you understand how important clearance is, and metal banging on metal is going to make, you know, some nicks and marks. If it's not on a part that's functional or stressed as far as a torque or actually moving part or a thin part of a you know, piece of metal or wood or whatever the material is, it's going to be okay. And so I don't think there was ever a risk of longevity, you know, the reliability of the gun being there. But I understand the concern. People had a new gun, they put 50 rounds through it, and it looks like it's getting beat all to crap inside. So I get the concern. So I'm thankful. Sounds like they've worked that out, and they've tweaked the spring. So moving forward from that, they're also going to be shipping with the X-ray sights with the green dot on the front, which I did put on my gun. I acquired a set because I like having that nice big bright front, whether it's white, green, or orange. Under stress, tunnel vision, I want my eye to have the best opportunity to pick up a bright front sight or a big front sight as possible. My Sig lights were perfect. They weren't dim. They weren't dull whatsoever. They're fine for 3-dot sights, but I just wanted to get some of the X-rays. It's just more my thing for a carry gun. So the other part, the theory that was mentioned in this press release, a statement, I shouldn't say press release, it was a statement, was that they still believe that operators are inducing some malfunctions on the 365. I was concerned with that. So I thought, you know, I have two concerns. Number one, I don't think it's true. And number two, I want to test it, because if through some quirky thing it were true, I want my gun to run with anybody who picks it up. Hypothetically speaking, me and my wife are out and I'm incapacitated or hurt or knocked out, bad guys trying to do her harm. I want to know she can grab my gun and go to work and defend her life. It's ludicrous to me to suggest that a gun will work for one person but it won't for the other. And we're talking about battery issues and actual functionality, not riding a slide stop. That's not even a malfunction to me. That's operator error. So yeah, so not just to try to disprove that theory, for my own peace of mind, went to the range, ran 100 more rounds through the Sig, so that puts it at about 600. And we've got a few of them here in this footage upcoming, but I want to set it up first and why it is what you're going to see. There's only a couple of mags from each operator. There's two other shooters. They represent the opposite spectrum as me. I shoot a bunch and my fundamentals are sound. They could use improvement, but they're sound. My wife doesn't shoot much and her fundamentals could be improved because she doesn't put a lot of repetitions in. So she's one of the shooters. The other shooter is my son, who shoots more than my wife but less than me. So they both represent, I wouldn't say newbies. They both have shot, but it's not their favorite thing to do. My son prefers shooting the AR over a pistol. As a matter of fact, my wife hasn't shot a 9mm handgun. Even though she does carry, she hasn't shot a 9mm in about 2 years. So thank her in the comments below, please, Mrs. Poe Performance, for doing this for you guys, to provide some data and some information for us to learn from. And I think you guys will learn something from it. You'll take something away with the footage. So let's go ahead and roll that, and we'll finish up right back here.
All right, this is my 15-year-old son, who's going to represent the middle of the spectrum. He shoots more than my wife but less than me, and weighs in the low 140s. So we'll see how he does shooting the 365. Go ahead, Brock, and make it ready. And he's going to slingshot it and make sure see if it goes into battery. So slingshot it. All right, looks like it's fully into battery. We'll see here when he starts to shoot. 10 rounds, fairly slow fire, and in the next magazine we're going to go a little more rapid. Here we go. check the slide. She locked back after the last round. All right, let's go ahead and make the next magazine ready. This is gonna be the finger extension. And this is kind of up to Brock, whatever he wants to do. If it's double taps, if it's 3 rounds, if it's a mag dump 10 in a row, I don't care. We just want to see how it functions under rapid fire circumstances and give her a run. And this time we're going to go ahead, we slingshotted the first time, this time go overhand. All right, looks like she's there. Let's see. Stay locked back. Beautiful. All right, next up is my wife. I'm not going to tell you what her body weight is, but she doesn't get to the range as much as I would like, so she represents the other end of the spectrum. Kind of a newer shooter, but she does carry and she does shoot well. And we're going to load up the 365, and she's going to either slingshot or overhand, either one on this one. All right, let's check it, see if she's in battery. It looks like it is. And we'll see how it functions. 10 rounds, pretty slow fire. Let's get behind the gun, lock those wrists, and press that trigger smooth. Right, and she locked back. One thing we were concerned with was maybe getting in the way of the slide release, slide lock, but we didn't have a problem there. So let's go ahead and load up the other mag. I'll take the other one from you. Okay. Make sure the opposite side hand is out of the way. There you go. All right, and then you slingshotted the first one, correct? So this time go overhand. The left hand. Looks like she's in battery. Now this one, you know, if you want to do double taps, so 2 rounds or 3, if you want to do a mag dump, I don't care. Let's just see how it functions. Very nice, and she locked back on that 10th round. Very nicely done. What do you think? In all honesty, how do you think it shoots?
The best one I've shot.
Awesome. Pretty soft, isn't it, compared to other ones?
Recoil isn't bad. This I would feel comfortable shooting.
Good.
I carry this.
And trust me, folks, this is from a lady who is not a huge fan of shooting 9mm handguns.
So my copy, at least, of the P365 works. Again, my copy works, and it has worked 530 rounds for me. My son and wife ended up shooting 70 of those rounds. They kind of hogged the gun from me. And actually, my wife shot more than I expected her to. I asked her to run a couple mags, and she did more. So that was encouraging. That was exciting. And it was perfect. The gun was flawless. I only have a couple of mags on tape. There's no use stretching it out and boring you with the same old repetitive things. But we used 115 grain aluminum Federal ammo. I had them run the slide overhand or slingshot. I even told my wife, I think, to do it wrong one time. I forgot how she did it the first time. But either way, I just wanted them to run the slide with their hand instead of using a mechanical slide release, you know, to put it into battery. No battery problems, no failures to eject. You can see the, you know, the ejection patterns were good, and that's with people that really don't shoot the gun very often. So I think the theory is disproven that it won't run in different people's hands. Now, if you get a bad gun that has issues already, it may not run in anybody's hands, and somebody else might just get lucky. So I'm happy with mine. I think with the X-ray sights, it went from a great carry gun to an exceptional carry gun. And it's perfect for me. I absolutely love the gun. Couldn't be more satisfied with just over 600 rounds through it. So if you guys like the content, please like this video and subscribe as well. I'm going to do my best to bring you guys good content. I felt like this was usable information. So if you guys have the 365, comment below, please. Let me know how it's running. Let me know if you had to send it back. If you have the 3-dot, Sig lights. If you have the X-rays, what you guys prefer. And always appreciate the support. So thank you guys very much, and we'll catch you in the next video.